Hello students, today I am going to do the GCE O-Level Examination 1000 question series. This is paper 27. So we covered 26 papers so far. So this is also 1 hour paper. So you get 25 short questions and each question worth 2 marks. So all these questions are relevant to your O-Level examination and O-Level syllabus. So make sure that you do all questions, all 1000 questions before your O-Level exam. So let's do paper 27. So in first page, you get question number 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And page number 2, you get question number 6 to 11. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Third page, you get question number 12 to 18. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. And the last page, you get 19 to 25. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So try all 25 questions before you watch the video. Let's take question number 1. There are 750 workers in a company. If 60% of them are females, find the number of male workers. So if there are 60% females, what's the percentage of males? Percentage of males is 40%. So we can find out 40% of that value. So altogether 750 workers are there. So how many males are there? Males are 40% of 750. So when you simplify, 0 get cancelled out, this 0 get cancelled out with this 0. 4 times 75. 4 times 5, 20. 2 remaining. 4 times 7, 28. Plus 2, 30. So 300 males are there. So you get 2 marks for that. Method mark 1 and the accuracy 1 mark. Question number 2. 5/8 of the cuboidal shaped tank of length 40 with 25 centimeters and height 12 centimeters is filled with water. Find the volume of water in liters. So when you take a cuboid, so you get length, that's 40 here, width is 25 centimeters and the height is 12 centimeters. But only filled certain amount of water. We'll color this. We'll color this. So you get this amount of water. So that's 5/8 of the tank, not the full tank. So they are asking what is the volume of water. So here 5/8 of the full thing. So first we need to find out the volume of the cuboid. So what's the volume of the cuboid? Volume of cuboid is length into width into height. So what's the value there? 4 times 25 is 100. 100 into 10, 1000. 1000 into 12. So 12,000 cubic centimeters. So from that 5/8. So volume of water you get 5/8 of 12,000 cubic centimeters. So here 4 times 2, 4 times 3. Then you get 2 times 3,000 is 1,500. So 2 zeros and then multiply by 5. 5 times 5, 25. 2 remaining. 5 times 1, 5 plus 2, 7. So here this is 7,500 cubic centimeters. Now read the question carefully. Find the volume of water in liters. So what's the relationship between cubic centimeters and milliliters? We know that 1 cubic centimeter is 1 milliliter. So this is same as 7,500 milliliters. What's the conversion between milliliters and liters? 1 liter is 1000 milliliters. So that means to convert to liters, you have to divide by 1000. So divide by 1000 and write in liters. So when you divide by 1000, you get 7.5 liters is the answer. So you get 2 marks for that. So 1 mark for the final answer and 1 mark for the method. Question number 3. Rani and Sita have 148 marbles. So Rani and Sita. So altogether 148 marbles. Sita has 24 more marbles than Rani. So how many marbles that Rani has? We can take the number of marbles that Rani has as x. Then it says Sita has 24 more marbles. How can you write in terms of x? X plus 24. Now we can create a linear equation with these two. The total number of marbles is equal to 148. So you can add it. So how you find out x? So solve the linear equation. X and x becomes 2x plus 24 is equal to 148. Now take 24 to the other side. 148 minus 24. So you get 4, 2, 1. So divide by 2. You get 62. So that means 62 marbles are there with Rani. So 62 marbles. So that's the answer. So you get 2 marks there. 1 mark for the answer and 1 mark for the method. Question number 4. Find the decimal value of this and write in scientific notation. So we'll first find each value. What's 3 over 10? 10th place, 0.3. 4 over 100, 100th place, 0.04. 5 over 1000, 1000th place, 0.005. Now we need to just add it. So how you add it? You have to write in a column so that the decimal point is in a column. So 0.04, 0.005. So when you are adding, these are all zeros. So 54317. 17.345. That's the value. But how can we write this in scientific notation? So we have to write this number as less than 10. So we can write this is 1.7345 into 10 to the power 1. So this is the number in standard notation. So how many marks? You get 2 marks. 1 mark for the answer and 1 mark for the method. Let's do question number 5. Anura spent half of his salary for food, 0.25 for house rent and saved 12,000 rupees. What is his monthly salary? So look at carefully. It says half of his salary for food. 0.25 means what's the fraction? You can convert to a fraction or a decimal. So we can easily do half as a decimal. What's the value? 0.5. So here 0.5 for food. Then 0.25 for house rent. Then what's the next one? And saved 12,000 rupees. So that means the remaining amount. So when you add these two, what you get? So this is 0.75. So the remaining amount is equal to 12,000. That's the saved amount. So what is his monthly salary? So we can say this is 0.7 as a fraction. This is 3/4. 3/4 amount is used. So what is the saved amount? Saved amount is 1 minus 3/4. That's 4 minus 3. That's 1/4. So 1/4 is the saved amount. So that amount is 12,000. So what is his salary? So that means you have to multiply by 4. So salary is equal to 12,000 rupees multiplied by 4. So his salary is 48,000. So you get 2 marks for that. 1 mark for the method and 1 mark for the answer. Question number 6. Radii of bigger and smaller circles are 14 centimeters and 7 centimeters respectively. If the area of the shaded region is 22 square centimeters, find the area of the entire figure. So here you are asked to find out the full area. What's the area of the bigger circle? Area of bigger circle. Area of bigger circle is pi r squared. So 22/7 r is 14 square. So 7 times 2, you get 44 times 14. 10 and 4. 4 times 4, 16. And 4 times 4, 16 plus 1, 17. So 616 square centimeters. What's the area of the smaller one? Area of the smaller is pi r squared. So that now r is 7. 7 get cancelled out. 154 square centimeters. Then we need to find out area of the full thing, but we can't just add these two. Now look at carefully. If this is A, this is B, this is C. So when you are adding the full circle, what you are adding? We are adding A plus B. When you are adding the smaller circle, you are adding B plus C again. So what is B? B is the shaded region. That's 22. So what happens? The entire area. Entire area means we need A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. So what is extra then? 1B is extra. So that means you add the two areas of the two circles and then subtract the shaded region. So we can write the area of the entire figure. Area is equal to, add these two, 616 plus 154 and subtract the common region, that's 22. So what's the answer? So when you first add these two, you get 154 and this. So when you add these two, what you get? 10, 7 and 7 and subtract 22, you get 8 and here 3 plus 4, 7. So 748 square centimeters is the required area. So you get only 2 marks for this. So make sure that you write down the method quickly because you have only 2 minutes to write down. So 748. So you are getting marks for the final answer, and if your method is correct, you can get full marks. Question number 7. Mean mass of 3 watermelon is 5.2 kilos. That's 3 watermelons. 5.2 kilos. Another 2 watermelons have mean mass 3.5. So this is the average. So another 2 mean mass is 3.5. So they are asking what is the mean mass of all. So how you find out the mean? We need to find out the total and divide by how many watermelons are there. Total divide by number of watermelons. Now earlier 3 and later 2, altogether 5. Now how we find out total? You can find out the total separately. This is the mean mass. So how you find out the total for 3 watermelons? 5 times 2 into 3. So you can write total for first one is 3 into 5.2. What's the total for the other 2? 3.5 into 2. And you can divide by 5. So first multiply without the decimal point and then think about keeping the decimal point. 52 times 3. 156 and you keep 1 decimal place. Then 35 into 2, you get 70 and 1 decimal place, that's 7. So add these two. So you get 6. 7 plus 5, 12 and 1 remaining, that's 2. Divide by 5. So you get 5 times 4, 20. For 26, 5 times 5, 25 and for 10, that's 2. So this is in kilograms. So mean mass of all watermelon is 4.52. So you get 2 marks. 1 mark for the answer and 1 mark for the method. Question number 8. Find the value of A considering all angles in the pentagon in the figure. Pentagon means 5-sided figure. So all the interior angles are given. What's the sum of interior angles of a hexagon? You can use the formula n minus 2 into 180. So n is 5. 5 minus 2, that means 3. 3 times 180. What is 5 minus 2 into 180? That's the sum of angles of a pentagon. So 3 times 180. 3 times 0, 0. 3 times 8, 24 and 2 remaining. 3 times 1, 3 plus 2, 5. Now you can add and equate the angles to 540 and you can find easily the A value. So what are these angles? 80, 180, 118 and 82. When you add it, 280. So 8 plus 2, 10. 1 remain. 9 plus 10, 18. And 1. 280. So 280 is the total. So 2a and 2a, you get 4a. 4a plus 280 is 540. Now subtract. 4a equals 540 minus 280. You get 0, 6, 2. So 4a equals this. So what's the value of a? Divide by 4. 4 times 6, 24. For 20, that's 5. So what's the answer? 65 degrees. So you get 2 marks for that. Finding the a value. Question number 9. Sum of 3 consecutive terms of an arithmetic progression is 12. Sum of the squares of terms is 56. Find the 3 terms. So here we can take, if this is in arithmetic sequence, you can write, if the first term is a, what's the next term? You are adding the common difference, a plus d. Or you can take the middle term as a. Then what's the next term? You are adding d. The previous term is you are subtracting d. So both ways you can do. You can find a for the first term or other way around. Now the sum. It says sum is sum of all 3 terms is 12. So d get cancelled out. 3a equals 12. A becomes 12 over 3. That's 4. So middle term is 4. What's the next one? You can use the other equation. Sum of the squares of terms. So sum of the squares of the terms. A minus d squared plus a squared plus a plus d squared. That's equal to 56. Now we'll substitute 4 there. So 4 minus d squared. 4 squared here. 4 plus d squared. That's equal to 56. Now expand brackets. 16, 4 times 4 minus double of this. So 8d plus d squared. You know how to expand brackets. First term squared, last term squared and double of the 2 terms multiplication. And this is 16. Again 16 plus now 8d plus d squared is 56. Now can you see the middle term get cancelled out? Now you get here 16 times 3, 48 and d squared 2d squared is equal to 56. So subtract now, you get 2d squared is 56 minus 48, that's 8. When you divide by 2, you get 4. So square root of 4 plus or minus 2. So you can get 2 possibilities, plus 2 or minus 2 as the common difference. So what are the 3 terms? If the middle term is 4, what's the previous term if you take plus 2? 4 minus 2, that's 2. 4 plus 2, that's 6. What's the other possibility? You can take minus 2. So 4 minus 2, you get 6. 4 minus 2, you get 2. So these are the 2 possibilities for an arithmetic progression. So you get 2 marks there. Question number 10. Find the value of a plus b plus c if a equals LG 3 over 7, b is LG 7 over 2 and c is LG 2 over 3. So we'll find out A plus B plus C. So plug the values. LG 3 over 7 plus LG 7 over 2 plus LG 2 over 3. So that becomes LG. What's the laws of logarithm here? Addition becomes multiplication inside. So you can write 3 over 7, 7 over 2 and 2/3. 2 get cancel out, 3 here cancel out, 7 get cancel out. LG 1. Any base 1 is 0. LG 1 or any base. We can write log any base 1 is always 0 because a to the power 0 is 1. So answer is 0. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 11. Show that AB squared is equal to 2AD squared according to the given figure. So two lengths are equal. BD equals DC, AB equals AC. So we need first AB squared. So use ABD triangle. What's AB squared? Is BD squared plus AD squared. Pythagoras theorem. But we know these two are equal. We'll write in terms of AD. So instead of this one, so BD, I can replace. BD equals AD. Therefore, I can replace AB squared is equal to AD squared plus AD squared. So 2AD squared, that's an easy one. Just use Pythagoras theorem and just equate this. So AB squared is 2AD squared. So try to take the correct one first. You need AB squared, not the other side. So you can easily prove that. 2 marks for that. Question number 12. Find the interior angles of the PQR's parallelogram. Interior angles. So that means you have to find all interior angles. We can easily find out this angle first because when you take this one, this is another quadrilateral. This is 90, this is 90, that's 180. So what's the sum of angles in a quadrilateral? 360. So 180 there. So we need another 180. So what is this angle? 180 minus 60. So you get 120. So Q angle is 120. Then what else? What are the other possibilities? Now you can find out this angle. These two lines are parallel. Allied angles add up to 180. So what is P angle? 180 minus 120. That's 60 degrees. So P angle is 60 degrees. So we know opposite angles of a parallelogram both are equal. So our angle also 60 degrees and S angle also 120. This and this angle both are equal. So you can write S angle is 120. So you get 2 marks, 1 each for opposite angles. Question number 13. Find the value of x squared plus y squared if z plus x squared equals x minus y squared. Now look at carefully. We need x squared plus y squared. Here, when you take it to this side, you get x squared plus y squared. What's the other side? X minus c. So easily you can find out using this. So we will substitute x is 21 z is 11. So what's the total? You get 10 for x squared plus y squared. So you don't need to find the values separately. So 2 marks for that. Question number 14. Find the least common multiple of a, b, c. So a, you can write down, this is 2 to the power 2 and 3. What's b? 2 and 3 squared. C is 2, 3, 5. So when you are taking distinct factors, you have to take the maximum power for lowest common multiple. When you take 2, 2 squared is the maximum. 3, that means 3 squared is the maximum, but 5 just once. So that's the least common multiple. 4 into 9 into 5. So 20 times 9, 180 is the least common multiple. Or what's the other method? You can use the number and find separately. 3 times 2, 6, 6 times 2, 12. 3 times 3, 9, 9 times 2, 18. 5 times 2, 10 into 3, 30. So you find at once. Divide by 2, divide by 3, divide by 2, divide by 3, and divide by 5. So when you multiply these values, you can get the least common multiple as well. So you can use any method. This is the easiest way to do that. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 15. Find the scale of the map if 31.5 kilometer squared is represented by 3.5 square meters. 31.5 kilometer squared. So we need to find for 1 square centimeter. So what is 1 square centimeter means? 31.5 divided by 3.5. You can't divide by a decimal, so we'll multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 10. So it becomes 315 and 35. Now divide. What's the value? 5 times 7, 5 times 6, 30, and here 3. So 7 times 9. So you get 9 kilometer square. So this is area, but for the scale we take centimeters. So we have to take square root both sides. So what is 1 centimeter represent? Square root of this. Square root of 9, that's 3 kilometers. Now we have the relationship between 1 centimeter with kilometers. Now convert to meters. Multiply by 1000 and convert to centimeters. You multiply by 100 again. So 3 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros. So this is in centimeters. So this is also in centimeters. This is also in centimeters. So what's the scale? Now both are in centimeters. You can just write down this 3 plus 2, 5. So 1 to 300,000. So that's the scale of this map. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 16. Write 5 to the power 0 plus 5 to the power minus 2 as a mixed number. So we'll write down separately. 5 to the power 0 is 1. What's 5 to the power minus 2? That's 1 over 5 squared you can write, because negative power you can take down to make the positive power. So we'll write a to the power minus m. You can write 1 over a to the power m. Or if it's in the denominator, negative power, you can take it up and write a to the power m like this. So those are laws of indices. So you can write 1 over 25. So they are asking, write this as a mixed number. That means whole part and the fraction. So you can write 1 and 1 over 25 as a mixed number. So 2 marks for that. Question number 17. Center of the circle is O. Give reasons why QRST. QRST is a cyclic quadrilateral. So why that is cyclic quadrilateral? Look at carefully. Can you see this PQ is the diameter of the circle? If this diameter, this is a semicircle, this angle is 90. Any angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. So PTQ is 90 degrees. So that means this is 90. 180 minus this because this is a straight line. PTS is a straight line. So we can write STQ is also 90 degrees. Now look at carefully the opposite angles. The opposite angles STQ and QRS. When you add it, 90 and 90 becomes 180. Opposite angles are equal to 180. What's that? That's a property of a cyclic quadrilateral. So opposite angles add up to 180. So therefore we can say QRST is a cyclic quadrilateral. So 2 marks for that. Giving the reason and proving 1 and 1 each. So 2 marks. Question number 18. Write down the value of root 17.5 in terms of PQR. And P is given root 2, Q is root 5 and R is root 7. So first write as a improper fraction 2 times 17, 34, 34 plus 1, 35. 35 over 2. How can you write 35 as a product of factors? We can write 7 and 5 using these terms. I can write 7 times 5 and here 2. I can write separately. Inside or outside, it's the same. Now I can write this is root 7 into root 5 over root 2. What is root 7? That's R. Root 5? That's Q. Root 2 is P. So you can write this value as R Q over P. That's not hard. You can do it straight away. So 2 marks for that. Question number 19. Find the maximum value of A minus B if A is in between minus 3 and 5 and B is equal to minus 6 and minus 2. So how you find out the maximum of A minus B? Maximum is equal to maximum of A and we have to subtract the minimum of B to get the A minus B maximum. So B should be minimum. if it's A plus B, both should be maximum to get the A plus B maximum. If B minus A is there, to get the maximum, we have to take B maximum and A minimum to get the B minus A maximum. So you have to think carefully what's the expression is. If it's plus, you can straight away both maximum. So we have to find out A maximum. What's A maximum? That's 5. What's B minimum? Minus 6. So 5 plus 6, you get minus minus plus, that's the value of 11. So 11 is the value maximum for A minus B. So 2 marks for that. Selecting proper value. Question number 20. Highest temperature observed is 59.5 Celsius and lowest temperature observed is minus 77.5 Celsius as result of an experiment. Find the temperature difference. So highest minus lowest. Highest is, so we'll write difference is equal to, highest is 59.5. So I'll later put this one, units 59.5 minus, difference means minus 77.5. So minus minus becomes plus. You are adding these two. So when you add these two, you get 1 remaining, 8 plus 5, 13. So 137 Celsius is the difference. So again check 5 and 5, 10, 17 and 13. So 137. So 2 marks for that. Question number 21. Ratio between ages of Rahim and Salia. This should be Salia. Rahim. Rahim and Salia is 3 to 4. After 8 years, the ratio between ages is 4 to 5. Find the ages of Rahim and Salia. So after 8 years, what's the age of this one? Now here, this is just a ratio. We can put x for the actual value. 3 times x. 3x and 4x are the actual values now. 8 years after. So what's the age here? 3x plus 8. What's the age here? 4x plus 8 after 8 years. Then the ratio becomes 4 to 5. So we can write the ratio between these two, 3x plus 8 to 4x plus 8 is equal to 4 to 5 now. So using cross multiplication, you can find out what is x. So 5 times 3, 15x, 5 times 8, 40, 4 times 4, 16 here. That's other side. The side 4 times 4, 16x and 4 times 8, 32. Take all terms to one side. I can take 15x to the other side. So I get x here. 32 I'll take to this side. 40 minus 32, that's 8. So x is 8. So what's Rahim's age? Rahim's age is 3x. 3 times 8, 24 years. So what is Salia's age? Salia's age is 4x. 4 times 8, 32 years. So you get 2 marks, 1 each. 1 and 1. Question number 22. According to the figure, find the value of A. 2 parallel lines are given. So what are these angles? Allied angles. So we know that if the 2 lines are parallel, allied angles add up to 180. So straight away you can find out A. 3A and 7A. 10A equals 180. Divide by 10. Both sides, you get A equals 18 degrees. That's a straightforward question. You get 2 marks. Question number 23. Find the size of the interval if class boundaries are 11.5 and 20.5. If the boundaries are there, how do you find out the size of the interval? Just the difference between the boundaries. So size, class size is equal to 20.5 minus 11.5. So you need to remember difference between class boundaries is the class size or class width. So 5 and 5, 0. You get 9 here, 10 and that's all. So when you add 11.5 and 9, you get 20.5. So here, what's the class size? 9. So 2 marks for that. Question number 24. Y equals 3x plus c graph passes through 7, 2. Find the value of c and write down the equation of the line. Y equals 3x plus c passes through 7, 2. That means this point satisfies the equation of the line. So that point is on the line. So you can substitute x value 7 and y value 2 there to the equation. So y is 2, x is 7. You can easily find out c. 2 equals 21 plus c. So what's the c value? 2 minus 21. That's minus 19. So c value is minus 19. And then you're asked to write down the equation of the line. So what's the equation of the line? Y equals 3x minus 19. So 2 marks there. 1 mark for C and 1 mark for writing down the equation. Question number 25. If 2a squared plus 7a equals 7, find the value of a times 2a squared plus 7a plus 2a squared. Now straight away we can plug. This one is 7. So here can you see? This is that part. So you can substitute 7 there. Now what you get? You get 2a squared plus 7a again. 2a squared plus 7a. So what's the value of this? That's 7. So that's also a straightforward question. So you get 2 marks for that. So this is the last question in this paper. So we covered all 25 questions. So each question worth 2 marks. So we gave 50 marks for this paper. Make sure that you do the paper first and watch my video to check your answers.